So this is your help sheet for your task 3 of the assignment, and it's due in, your deadline will be 14th of December, so you've got a good couple of weeks to do this. So same vocational scenario as usual, and you will still be expected to use the 3 case studies that you have done previously. So this assignment is about the principles behind enabling individuals with care and support needs to overcome challenges. So everything that we've been looking at about challenges that service users face and how we overcome them over the past few weeks. So again, we're carrying on with this kind of report, so this would essentially be your chapter 3. So an explanation, for the first thing you need to include in there is an explanation and assessment of the strategies and communication techniques that could be used to overcome different challenges faced by the service user you have chosen. And then following that, an explanation of the benefits of promoting personalisation when overcoming challenges faced by the service user. So remember, your report should be a response to the case studies, so a bit of you explaining and then linking it to the case studies as we've done previously. So again, you would have an introduction. So within your introduction, you need to include a discussion of the different types of challenges faced by individuals with care and support needs. So you would talk about this generically at first. So at the minute, you're not linking to your case study. So you need to include these 6 challenges that people face. So just kind of describe them, what they mean to people and how they present challenges. So the skill challenges, awareness and knowledge, practical challenges. So just kind of discuss, maybe give a few examples as well to show your understanding. Then you've got, after that, kind of go on to discuss and describe the methods used to identify the challenges. So how can you find out what challenges people have? So we tend to do that either through observation, focus groups, or maybe talking to somebody informally or through questionnaires. So you're just finding out, how do we find out the challenges that we've just discussed? And then finally, in your introduction, you need to describe the term personalisation as a way of overcoming challenges, because that's one of the main concepts that we're considering. So just kind of give a definition here of what personalisation is and how it can overcome challenges, and then maybe discuss some of the methods that you can use to kind of ensure this personalisation. So kind of recognise the preferences and document the preferences that happen as a result of personalisation. Then we go on to the first section of our report. So here you're explaining the strategies and communication techniques used with individuals' different needs to overcome different challenges. So you're linking this to your case study 1. So initially, as per all other assignments, you write a brief overview or summary of the situation apparent in case study 1. And then you just have a short paragraph identifying the challenges that the people within your case study are facing. So whether that be, going back up here, whether it be that there's a challenge of awareness and knowledge, whether it be a skills challenge, and kind of explain what that challenge actually is. So you're just identifying it there. Then you're going on to get more deeper into this, and you're explaining the strategies used with these individuals that may help overcome the challenges. So you need to consider, right, what can we do to help overcome these challenges of skill challenge or awareness and knowledge challenge. So you need to look through your list here. So this list here. And that will, so education, information materials, training courses, which ones of these might you find useful to overcome the challenges that these people are facing? So again, you don't actually have to talk about every single strategy for every single case study, but try and have an even spread so that you're talking about all of them, but across the 3 case studies. So you might, for case study 1, just talk about training courses and opinion leaders, whereas case study 2, you might be just talking about patient-mediated strategies. Following on from that, you need to describe the role of policy frameworks in minimising the challenges. So you've talked about these different strategies, and here now you're just thinking, right, which of these frameworks would be used best to overcome the challenges? So if you're doing your service users are children, you might choose to write about how the Common Assessment Framework can minimise the challenge. Or if you're looking at adults with learning difficulties, maybe you would be looking at adult social care outcomes framework. And again, just explaining how these can help overcome the challenges that people take, how they can be a support. Then following on from that, so this is the first part of the question, is you looking at strategies, and then the second part is you explaining the communication techniques used with these individuals. Again, you don't have to talk about every single one of these things in every single case study, but try and do a bit of an even spread so you've talked about all of them throughout the 3 case studies. So you need to discuss the types of communication that would be most useful when communicating with these service users, thinking about the service user type and the challenges that they face. So whether it be you need to ensure your body language is really clear so that they're not misinterpreting something. Like, for example, someone with autism, they might misunderstand what you were saying verbally and not pick up on the body language. So you need to make sure your body language is really clear. Then you've got alternative forms of communication. So if you've got somebody who is hearing impaired, maybe you would make sure that you've either got a signer or translator who can do British Sign Language, or it might be that you learn some small signs possibly. And then it would be useful to kind of acknowledge these theories of communication and how, by understanding Argyle's communication cycle, how that will help us to identify where the challenges are and identify where the barriers are in communication to be able to think about how we can overcome those. And then finally, you could write about any technologies that might be useful for this service user. Then finally, at the end of that section, you'll need to write a conclusion. So this is your kind of merit element here. So basically analyse what the impact of not using these strategies and communication techniques might have when enabling the individuals to overcome their care and support needs. So you're thinking really about what is the importance of kind of promoting that personalisation, what is the importance of using those techniques in ensuring that service users' challenges are met and overcome. And then you could also have a discussion really about the financial impact of promoting choice might have on the care provision. And then you would do what we've just said for case study 1 2 more times, so for case study 2, case study 3. And remember that obviously you don't have to write about every single thing for individual case studies, but it would be good if you've talked about everything across case study 1, case study 2 and case study 3.